I met Pastor Terry the day that we lost our house. My husband had mentioned on numerous occasions about the church that he'd been involved in, the pastor he'd been involved in, and what he had done at the church. But I had never met anyone. We weren't practicing Christians. We were in a very dark place. My stuff was being put on the street, and this gentleman got out of the car and came up to me and greeted me right away. Had no idea who he was. Open Arms was there to help us to gather our things that we wanted to take to put in storage. And my husband and him and Pastor Terry and a few other friends of ours that were there helped us put all our belongings in the back of a truck. They helped us with storage. The doorway opened up that day. I didn't know it was opening up that day, but it was opening up. For 2 years, I put my family through turmoil because I chose medication over being a productive part of my family. We had a house fire 7 days before Christmas. I was just then starting to get clean and trying to pull myself out of a dark place. But once I lost the house, the church became the forefront to my life. Like, that was the icing on the cake for me, was the house fire. I've always had this touch and go with God. So coming to church, at first it was great. Nothing was going wrong. Ryan and I were on an upscale. And then he went away. I thought, okay, for a year now, I've been putting my whole life into this. And again, you're taking away the most important thing to me. So I didn't believe anymore. I thought, nope, I'm not going to church anymore. And I didn't for, I think, the first 2 to 3 weeks after he went away. And it was my son, actually my little one. He was 7 at the time, Ari James. He looked at me and said, I miss church, Mom. I want to go. I miss it. So we started coming back. I know what he did. I can tell you the work that God did in me while Ryan is away. I don't think, without a shadow of a doubt, I'd be this involved with Liberty if he was still here. I was able to make Liberty mine. And although my husband is away from me, I'm growing and he's growing where he is in our relationship with God. I was a little hesitant on bringing Ari into the church, but something clicked for Ari that I didn't see in my other 2 children. At the time, we had someone make a CD of Spencer singing. He wanted to listen to it before school, after school. When we were in the car, he memorized all 12 songs on that CD. Ari can sing for you. I didn't expect my 7-year-old to feel it like he feels it. And he goes up and he bows in front of the altar all by himself, without any prompting, without me, and he prays. And I asked him, I'd say, well, what are you doing up there? You know, I'm talking to God, Mom. I'm talking to God about Dad. I'm talking to God about my week. So that's what he does up there. And that melted my heart. I knew this is where he belonged. I knew I made the right decision in staying with Liberty. Joining this church, I would say to my older children, come on, come to church with me this Sunday. And I'd get the no. My oldest son, Matthew, who has a very touch and go relationship with God. He's got a lot of questions because of his own father and what he's going through in his own life. One Sunday he got up and said, I'm going. And he's been here every Sunday after that. I don't think Matthew's missed a Sunday. And he talks about it, and every day he sends me quotes from the Bible. He gets quotes from the Bible sent to his phone, and he'll send it to me every day. Look at this one, Mom. This is speaking to me today, Mom. So I see a difference in him. He's happier. He calls me every day now, and he's motivated to come to church, and what can he do for church? I am at peace. Although I'm still struggling because my husband is away, that's how I can describe it. I can do this. I'm at peace. I don't know what happened. A light shined or something happened in me, and there's no words to describe it. I'm just at peace. My vision going forward is I'm super excited for my husband to come home, and I want to see what we can do together when now he's working on himself. I have worked on myself. Now put these 2 forces together and see where it goes. I just can't wait to show everybody our strength when he's home. I'm excited. When we talk on the phone, when he calls, his visions for the church, my visions for the church, and the way that we're the same, and we just want to see it grow. I was part of a church my whole life. This is the first time in my entire 44 years of living I feel home. This is home to me. This is where I belong. This is where my family belongs.